Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Ryan Francis. I played Darren the Nerd in the cult classic Thankskilling, and you're about to hear the Schlockfest Thankskilling special. Now, I want to tell you real quick about this event that I hold on Friday, December 14th. I'll be having the huge holiday show at Woodlands Tavern featuring Samwell from What in the Butt. He'll be performing live, 7 p.m. Everything goes to charity. Hope you get an opportunity to check it out. It is all ages. So if you're in the area, mark the date. Now, here is Ray and Jean-Paul with Schlockfest. Enjoy. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is
Schlockfest!
I'm one of your hosts, Ray McGuff.
And I'm Jean-Paul Mantilla.
And today we have a special treat. It's that time of year. It's Thanksgiving, awkward hugs from family members, and
Gorging on food.
Gorging on gourds. Gorging on gourds. Or if you, don't do anything, I'm sorry.
If you're vegan.
If you're vegan.
If you're vegan and you're not in the States, I saw on Pinterest the other day, you can make a cauliflower turkey instead.
Yay!
Yay!
Sounds fucking terrible.
Yeah, make gravy out of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Because all of that's
Or you could just have
delicious.
gravy like normal human beings. But anyways.
With the fat.
Today's feature is called Thankskilling.
Yes, in honor of the wonderful holiday here in the States. Because I don't want to, denigrate
right.
all of our UK listeners.
All of our European listeners, which is crazy that you found us, and we appreciate your
yes, thank you.
Things. You can put in the comments section of this what your country celebrates. I don't know. Maybe in Sweden you have Thankskilling.
or eat a fish.
Yeah, maybe you have Swedish fish.
Ooh, Swedish Fish Day. Oh, wow, we're just assholes.
We're just assholes. But we're going to watch the terrible schlocky feature, Thankskilling.
Yes, I have decided that because, and I apologize to all of our wonderful listeners, that Halloween didn't happen for us this year.
Yeah, I had to move, and it just fell on the wrong time, and I just couldn't get the free to do it.
And I enjoyed knocking little kids over and stealing their candy.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to record it.
Old Jean-Paul here was on the phone with me on Hallows Eve, and he goes, I gotta go, I'm passing out candy, and I heard this kid go, why are you so mean?
Why are you so mean? Why are you taking my candy and giving it to another kid? That's the trick, guys. You give one candy to the kid, and secretly you take the 2 pieces of their candy.
Why are you so mean?
Why are you so mean? And why am I so mean to Randy? Well, this is why. I'm going to tell you. Randy's going to read the wonderful synopsis that I found on the Wikipedia for this movie.
First and foremost, let me tell you, the movie again, title is Thankskilling. It was made in 2008, but according to my research, it was released on DVD in 2011, November 8th of 2011.
Okay, cool.
It had a budget of $3,500. You're hearing me right, not $35,000, not $350,000, not $3 million. $3,500 less than what I paid for a used car once.
So Randy could have bought this movie and made it.
The gentleman that wrote and directed this, his name is Jordan Downey, and he's from Newark, Ohio. Lives in Granville currently.
Yeah, so nearby Columbus.
He's an Ohio lad. But here we go. Plot. At the first Thanksgiving in 1621, a topless pilgrim is slain with a tomahawk wielded by an evil demonic turkey, who quips, "Nice tits, bitch." Centuries later, 5 college students, the good girl, the jock, the ditz,
All right, Randy, none of this is important. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker. All right? This movie's about a homicidal fucking turkey who goes around killing college kids. It's a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving tale.
Okay.
I mean, it'll remind you of the Freddy Krueger, because the Gobble Gobble has quips, and I'm going to make Randy read the wonderful glowing review I found on IMDb.
Oh, geez. Here's a review.
Here's the review.
Clearly, this is not a 10-star movie.
Because they gave it a 10.
It's not even a 1-star movie either. People are such extremists. This movie is meant to be a joke. Very simple. It hurts. If it hurts your feelings, then you've got to use IMDb as a platform to discuss your own accomplishments, or lack thereof, in film school, or spend all of your time explaining why the movie isn't good, then clearly it's over your head, and you should just go back to the basement. And I would say it's blocked out here, but I would say jerk off is what
jerk off. Yes,
what they probably meant.
And read who did this. Who did this? That wonderful review.
Reality in Mind.
Reality in Mind. Thank you very much. We are citing you as a source of me torturing wonderful Ray McGuff in Thankskilling.
Thankskilling. Stay tuned. You can check out all of our other amazing podcasts and get caught up on the Zombie Takeover TV Facebook page at ztotv./. How am I supposed to fucking know what all that is?
We're on Spotify.
We're on Spotify too. Just Google us and you'll find us. Schlockfest, Ray McGuff, Jean-Paul Mantilla. All right, we're going to settle in for this feature film. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Guys, I was thinking, since it's Thanksgiving and all that, we should go around and say what we're thankful for.
I'm thankful that your mom has the juiciest in town.
Back in the 1500s, in the settlement of Crawburg, an old Indian by the name of Feathercloud was dishonored by a pilgrim. Feathercloud necromanced a turkey that would stop at nothing to get what he wanted. To kill.
Everything's gonna be okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
I do believe you.
There's no such thing as an evil turkey. There's no such thing as an evil turkey.
This little baby bunny got its stomach gnawed open by a beak. Not just any beak. A turkey beak.
There's no such thing as an evil turkey. There's
no such thing as an evil turkey. Oh wait, I lied.
You just got
Go team, Johnny.
Okay, we're back. Just watched Thankskilling. Holy shit.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker. Wow. What a pile of garbage that movie was.
I gave you the truest synopsis of this movie. A homicidal, axe-wielding turkey kills college students.
Okay, so let me dive right in here, because the synopsis, you're right, it starts in the Pilgrim times, and this lady, who's a pilgrim, pretty hot. Some very nice tatas. I was surprised. Her boobs were pretty nice. Turkey chases her down, says, "Nice tits, bitch," and murders her. That's how the movie opened. I was just shocked. Her name is, what is her name?
Wanda Lust.
Wanda Lust is the pilgrimess. if you will.
She's the only notable of notes in this movie.
But I laughed through most of this film, honestly. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown. After the Pilgrim times, it cuts to a college campus that looks very much like college in Heath, Ohio. Could be several campuses in Ohio, but it looks like your typical run-of-the-mill campus. We meet our group of people, your classic tropes: the slut,
the nerd,
the prude, the fat kid, and the jock. And they're all going on Thanksgiving break from college to their hometown, and so they're all riding together home. The car breaks down halfway there. It's like midnight, so they decide to camp in the woods, as you would do.
Of course.
Why call AAA when you could just fix your car in the morning with a wrench?
Right.
According to this. But as they are getting ready to go into the little campsite, the nerdy kid finds this piece of wood that has like a name scrawled on it. And he goes, "Oh, let me tell you guys this story." And they set up camp. And he tells the story of the turkey, the demonic turkey, which basically boils down to a rip-off of every demonic story. It was kind of like Stephen King's Thinner mixed with an ancient Native American tale.
Yes.
It was very weird.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Here, I want to also point out, in the opening sequence before as they're writing, I could literally hear the wind in the microphone. Like, I wanted to say that. That's how low the production value is.
$3,500 goes really far.
So
thank you.
So they're camping. The next, little area of wooded area over, we run into Hillbilly Ted Nugent. And
who is known as the Hick.
The Hick. And his dog. And his dog goes and is running through the woods and pisses on a totem, which you know is a bad sign right away.
You never piss on totems.
Never piss on a totem. And, that's where the turkey appears, comes out, and I'm getting pissed on. Ah. That's, I'm not exaggerating, that's how the turkey sounds. And, turkey proceeds to murder the dog. And then the Hick guy runs up on him and finds him, and he makes a joke. I didn't write it down, but the dog was pretty funny. It was, or the quip about the dog was like, I axed the dog to death or something like that. And the guy shoots.
The joke is, I'm axing you a joke.
Yeah, or something.
And he goes, what's the joke?
Yeah.
He goes, get it? I axed you a joke.
Yeah, something like that. It was terrible. So he shoots at the turkey. The turkey runs off, runs into our prude girl in the woods that she's on the phone with her parents, who the dad's got the fakest fucking mustache I've ever seen. It's like he bought it at the Halloween store. They show him. He drinks a cup of coffee that's brewed by his ex-wife, who we're finding out is leaving him in this. That's why I said ex-wife.
Because this coffee tastes like shit.
Yeah, he's like, this coffee tastes like shit. And she's like, it's because there's shit in it. Real clever writing. It was just award-winning writing.
Award-winning.
So she leaves, and anyways, it cuts back to the turkey taunting the girl. She runs back into the camp. She tells the other campers that the turkey's real, the story's real. They all laugh at her, call her stupid. Then they all go to bed. Cut to the next morning. Hillbilly guy is standing over the fat kid with in his little sleeping bag. Yeah. There's shit all over the sleeping bag. And he's
which look like those little jerk sausages you can go buy anywhere at a convenience store.
Pretty sure that's what they were.
Okay.
But or some sort of dog treats.
Yeah, $3,500.
But the dog goes, or the guy goes, I chased off that demonic turkey. Look, he shit all over you. The guy's like, get the fuck out of here, like a crazy old bastard. So they get to their car, they pack up. The guy, like I said, quite literally takes a wrench, moves it around under the hood of the car.
Clink, clink, clink.
Clink, clink, clink. Starts the car back up, and they get in and they drive off.
He couldn't clink, clink the night before, but, in the morning. Most definitely.
So now they're driving home, and they get to their homes, their respective homes. The turkey, it cuts back to the turkey. The turkey decides, hey, I want to kill those kids. They got away. I'm going to hitchhike.
Yeah.
So he
follows the rule of
follows the rules of the road.
Rules of the road.
Guy opens up, goes grass, gas, or ass, and the turkey goes, I believe ass. He turns around and shows his turkey ass. The guy starts to get his wang out, and the turkey pulls a shotgun out of nowhere and jams it into his cheek, and he's like, the guy's like, I've got a daughter, and he's like, call her. He calls the daughter, and he's like, I'm sorry, honey, and the turkey blows the guy's head off, steals his car, and heads to the hometown.
And drives.
Yeah, he drives. As a turkey will do.
Hey, if Michael Myers, who, never learned how to drive, ends up getting in a car and drives himself.
A turkey.
This can happen too.
A turkey will drive when necessary. That's right.
What I learned. Yes.
So he drives there. God, it's so stupid.
Yes.
So he drives there. Then it cuts back to the kids. The kids are dropping off the slut girl.
Ooh, slut girl.
And slut girl gets out and flirts with the jock who the prude girl likes. And the slut girl goes inside, and the prude girl says the funniest thing I've heard in a while.
Say it.
She says, she goes, her legs are harder to shut than the John Benet Ramsey case.
Kids, Google that if you don't know.
Yeah, if you don't know John Benet Ramsey, or you've never heard of that, it's not something that he joked about, but it worked.
Fucking hilarious.
It worked in this. The turkey also yells at one point. I wanted to say this too. As the kids were driving off, I forgot about this. Speaking of good lines, I'm going to drink your blood like cranberry sauce.
That's right.
Which made me laugh really hard too. But anyway, so they drop everybody off at their own respective homes. The football player goes to his house where his dad thinks he's a pile of shit because he's just the backup quarterback.
Yeah, his dad 2 weeks ago said he became a second stringer. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah. So the son decides to lie to the dad. He goes out on the back patio to make amends and says, hey, Dad, guess what? They picked me. I'm number one again. The dad's like, that's my boy. I love you so much. And smoking a cigar, and all of a sudden the turkey shows up and rips the dad's head off and throws it at the football player and says, hey, catch. The football player runs into his own house and finds his mom dangling with her eyes pecked out. So he automatically gets in his Jeep and rides over to the fat guy's house. And now,
really,
out of nowhere, too, the fat guy, the nerd, and the prude girl are all there.
Yeah.
I don't know how they knew, but they all showed up at the same time.
They all sensed the killer turkey coming.
So the turkey has brought our gang back together. We cut to the slut. We're waiting on her to show up. The slut has went out to a bar in this short period of time.
But they don't show us going to the bar. She just finds this random dude.
They're getting ready to fuck. And,
they do
well,
fuck.
hold on. I'm just saying they're getting ready to fuck, and he goes, hey, your parents are going to be weird about this? And she's like, no, they like it. Which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So then he starts banging her, he bends her over and starts banging her. The turkey opens the door up, and he goes, this is John Paul said.
Which part?
The pie part.
Oh, well, you forgot a part.
Oh,
so the guy, is banging her away, and the turkey ends up, pecking him through his chest and bleeds on her back. And she makes the comment, you're done already?
Yeah.
and so then the turkey decides to get a crack at the slut.
So he says to her the most fucked up thing. He goes, oh, pink pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
He starts banging her. she doesn't know any different because she's
a slut.
So she turns around once the turkey full on finishes, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And he fucking murders her. Just grabs her with his 2 wings and twists her head around.
And then he says what?
I forget. What does he say?
I'm going to stuff you.
Oh yeah, I'm going to stuff you. So that happens. They find an extra small flavored condom.
Flavor? What kind of good flavor?
Gravy.
Gravy flavored.
Gravy flavored. So they know that the chick's been killed by the turkey, because the gang showed up looking for her.
Yeah.
The turkey is now terrorizing everybody. This part was kind of a weird thing. Like the turkey goes to the dad's house of the prude girl, who's the sheriff, who we earlier had the fake mustache, and he's wearing like a costume, and he gets his way in by convincing the dad that he's a friend of the daughter and he's a midget.
A midget friend of the daughter. Yeah. Dressed like a turkey.
And so he's finally...
Because the dad's dressed like a turkey.
Yeah, he's finally like, this is too awkward, I'm going to leave. And the dad's like, oh, okay, catch you later, ducky. And he's like, that's it, he fucking kills the dad. Well, then it cuts back and they come back looking for this book to find out if her dad has a book that could tell everybody how to kill the turkey. This is where the turkey answers the door wearing the dad's face.
A little bit of homage to Leatherface.
To Leatherface.
There's a lot of homages in this movie.
Totally believes it's her dad and says, hey, we got to find this book. We're going to look through your shit. And he's like, oh, okay, go ahead. And then they find the book. The book is like basically the Necronomicon, you know? Yeah. And the Necronomicon tells them to kill the turkey, you have to take the totem off of the turkey, which it's wearing like a necklace at this point, under its plumage. Under the plumage of the turkey.
Good, beautiful word.
So they now realize they have to grab up the turkey, get the plumage off. Then the nerd kid has to solve an equation to figure out the rest of the parts. So they're working on that. They run in, the fat kid's hungry, so they send him off. And the fat kid goes in the kitchen and they sees the turkey moving the dad's dead body, you know. He's like, the turkey's in here, blah, blah. To which they all run in like the fucking Scooby Gang. The fat kid grabs the turkey and they pull the totem necklace off of the turkey. The nerd kid still hasn't figured out what to do, so they let it go and it runs off into the night. So now they're trying to figure it out.
And the fat kid's still hungry.
Fat kid's still hungry.
Because he's a fat kid like me.
So the fat kid goes, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm done with all of it. And he leaves. Okay? They tell the nerdy kid to get on it, figure out the mathematical equation. Then it cuts to the fat guy walking along, and he sees this golden shining light, and it's a turkey cooked, and he grabs it.
An animated turkey.
He grabs it up, picks it up, and he just eats the shit out of it. And he's like, oh, I ain't hungry no more. I feel great. And then he starts walking along, and then his stomach starts to rumble, and what happens?
We get an homage to Alien.
That's right. Chest burster. The turkey again has a shotgun and blasts his way out of the fat guy's stomach. The dirty kid figures out the code. It's a prayer that you have to say backwards.
Similar to Klaatu Baratu Nikto.
Exactly. At this point, they hop in the truck. They look for the Jeep. They're looking for their friend. They find him along the side of the road. To which we get to my next favorite part. By the way, this movie has some of the worst acting I've ever seen in my life.
$3,500 worth of acting.
I've seen porn movies that had better acting.
$3,500 worth of movies.
But they find Billy along the side of the road. That's the fat kid, Billy.
Billy!
And there's a montage of the nerd kid singing this song. Billy, you were my best friend, Billy. You were my friend to the end, Billy. Don't die, Billy.
Eating ice cream with Billy.
You taught me to be one of the cool kids, Billy. This whole thing is on forever.
You think we're joking,
no.
but That's the quality of writing that $3,500 gets you.
Billy's like, I'm dying, and the nerdy kid goes, it ain't that bad.
It ain't that bad.
His intestines are spilled out all over the place.
Which is, great effects, good practical effects.
Yeah. So the Billy dies part is a montage. It goes on for a while. They get back up. The nerdy kid goes, I'm going to kill that fucking turkey. They hop in the Jeep. From reading the book, they find out that the turkey will either be killing your friends or in its teepee. So it cuts back to the turkey in its teepee. And what's it doing, Joe Paul?
What is it doing?
It's tossing a salad.
It's tossing a salad.
It's literally tossing a salad.
And that's not a
no, it's not a euphemism. It's got a salad in a bowl and it's tossing it around.
I'm ready to eat my salad.
And he goes, oh man, after a long hard day, ain't nothing better than eating a nice salad. The Scooby Gang bursts in on him eating his salad. They basically tell him that they're going to kill him. And the turkey runs around him, and out the door, guess who's standing there? Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
Our buddy, but our buddy the Hick that looks like Ted Nugent goes, I told you I'd be back to kill you. Well, the kid does the clatu nicto verotu. That's what makes the turkey run.
Yes.
And so now the turkey is vulnerable and can be killed. It has to be burned at the stake, though. That's the only way to get rid of it for good. So, but the hillbilly guy doesn't know that. He blasts it. The turkey, from the shotgun blast, recoils and gets kicked into this giant dumpster. And it's dead as shit at this point. So they're all looking at it. They're like, that turkey's dead as hell. Dead as hell. And they all leave.
But the turkey fell into
a vat of toxic sludge.
Yeah, because,
that's what happens. Then it cuts to our heroes. They all decide, since all their parents are dead, to go have a movie marathon at old girl's house.
Yeah, and what a great movie to watch while your dad just died.
Yeah, they put in Night of the Living Dead.
Hey, that's a good Turkey Day movie. So remember that, folks. On Thanksgiving.
They're all three sitting on the couch, the nerd, the jock, and the prude. And the jock says, hey, Kristen, that's the prude.
No, Allie is her name.
Allie, Allie, I'd like to be your boyfriend. And she's like, yes, of course.
Of course.
And they start making out, so the nerdy kid gets up and goes to pee.
Because it's really awkward for him.
So he goes to the restroom. He's like, I think I'll go take a look to see what's something to eat. And he opens the refrigerator door up. He's looking around, then all of a sudden, what happens?
The radioactive turkey.
He's like, I thought you were dead. And he's like, I'm not dead, bitch. Fucking knocks him down. Bites his tongue out, pecks his heart out.
Yeah.
This is where we get another montage. The guy's dying, the nerd's dying, and in his dying vision, he sees Billy.
Billy's
like, come to me, buddy. Come to the light.
Come to the light. There aren't no turkeys here.
Little exorcist, there's no turkeys here. And our nerd guy dies.
And it's sad.
And it's pretty sad. The jock gets up because it's been a while. He thought he heard something in the kitchen. Goes in the kitchen. He's like looking around, sees his friend's dead body. He starts to yell, and a radiated turkey jumps up, stabs him with a carving knife.
With the electric carving knife.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, electric carving knife. Just fucking cutting his guts.
This rivals the best carving knife scene since Idle Hand.
That's true.
Yeah.
True. Hasn't been a better one.
Has not been a better one since Idle
Hands. So all of a sudden our prude, who's now become the last girl standing.
It's the final girl.
Her
name is Allie, and this is the final girl.
She shows up. She grabs her boyfriend up off the ground. The turkey comes at her. She hits it with something, right?
With a bat.
With a bat. And it gets knocked out cold, and then they get in the Jeep and they take off, and they head. Oh no! I'm sorry. They run out back. They head to this little I don't know what you would call it, like a shed.
It's a shed.
Okay.
A she shed.
They get in a she shed, and she sits him down, and they have their final goodbyes, and she goes to kiss him, and the turkey runs in, and she jumps up and goes, "Why won't you just fucking die?" And grabs a lighter and a can of Raid. and lights it on fire, and the turkey's burning. He's like, I'm on fire, it's burning my feathers, you fucking bitch. And falls over, and she's like, oh, that's right, you have to be burned at the stake. And grabs a baseball bat and just starts fucking beating him to death with the baseball bat.
The turkey also says that he's melting.
Yeah, I'm melting, my feathers are melting.
I'm melting!
And that's the end of that. The boyfriend does die, she leaves.
She's the final girl.
She's the final girl. Then I cut to a nice family Thanksgiving, where the older brother has a Thanksgiving hat on that looks like a turkey. His little sister goes, why you got that on? He's like, because I love Thanksgiving, that's why. And they all do a prayer, and in the middle of the table, the cooked turkey jumps up and goes, sequel, bitch!
And then it says, to be continued.
To be continued.
Because, yes, there is such a thing as Thankskilling 2. And there's a Thankskilling 3.
It says, to be continued, bitch, in space.
Yes, but wait, I'm just kidding.
Uh-huh.
This movie did such a great job that they said, fuck it, we don't need a part 2. They went straight to part 3.
Yeah,
that's right, folks. If you want to see the epic conclusion of Thankskilling, go on the YouTubes and type in Thankskilling 3.
Yeah.
And find out what happens to our killer turkey. I mean, this turkey basically is Michael Myers,
Freddy Krueger, Leatherface,
and every other fun slasher. I mean, this was straight up an homage.
The guy from Scream.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Downey, thank you for making this an enjoyable film.
Jordan Downey, thank you for making something that made me laugh after a long day of work. I appreciated it.
I mean, it's
was this a good movie? No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
It was not a good movie. It was something Frank would watch. That's a shout out to you, Frank.
Oh, a shout out to Frank.
And if you want to know what that means, you need to watch the last Roundup horror show. It's on our YouTube channel.
We'll keep plugging. Plug away. Zombie Takeover TV. This was by far one of the funnier ones you've had me watch. Yes.
I laughed through most.
This is a schlock movie.
Yeah, this is straight up. Not since our first episode had I laughed this hard.
Yes.
So,
but
in closing, I have to say for myself, again, recapping it, I don't know if I've ever seen a bigger pile of shit.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker. And here's the thing. This is a short Schlockfest for us.
Yeah, this one was...
And I know you're wondering why that is. The movie's only 67 minutes.
Yeah, that's what...
From credit to credit.
That's what I wanted to let you guys know. I wasn't leaving anything out. That was the movie. That was the movie.
It's an extremely short movie.
So if we've learned anything, I want to say this. If we've learned anything, if you guys know someone who's slutty, say, that person doesn't keep their legs... That person's legs are harder to close than the John Benet Ramsey case.
And gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
And gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
Happy Thanksgiving. And we understand for those who do not celebrate Thanksgiving.
That's right.
This still is an enjoyable film of how terrible Americans are.
I actually think this holiday season, when you've got the family all around the table, and after it's over, maybe you sit down and you watch this.
Yes, it's an hour of their time.
Yeah. Maybe you sit down and you go, you know what's so good? This is a new tradition we do, guys. We sit down and watch Thankskilling.
Yes. And then Thankskilling 3.
And then Thankskilling 3 to find out. We might throw Thankskilling 3 into the rotation after the holidays just to close it out.
Yeah, because he wants to know.
I want to know. How does it ever go back to the Pilgrim Hell from whence it came?
We will find out.
We will find out. But let's see, real quick, we got anything to plug? You got anything?
I got nothing coming. Well, next month is we'll continue our holiday theme.
Yep.
I have already thought of a wonderful movie that I will.
Well, go ahead and plug it.
So. Oh, you want me to plug it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a wonderful movie with fine actors, and I showed it to you earlier, and you didn't believe me.
I mean, we might as well go ahead and say it because it's that way it'll build up a little following.
Following, if you guys want to find it. Find it. It's got Goldberg, the wrestler.
Oh, the wrestler.
Adam Goldberg, not to be confused with Adam Goldberg from
the Goldberg
TV show, but he was on that show a couple times. It's got good old Dave Thomas. We all love Dave Thomas.
I like Dave Thomas, not the Wendy's guy.
Yeah,
the actor.
The actor, Robert Culp, who was in The Greatest American Hero.
True that.
Yeah, and Rebecca Gay Hart.
From
what other horror movies did she do? Urban Legend.
Yeah.
And she was also in 90210.
Wasn't she also in I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
She was not.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Similar girl, but not. Chris Kattan.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. Fran Drescher.
Oh, Jesus.
And the ultimate. Yes, the ultimate. James motherfucking Caan.
James Caan. How the Mighty Have Fallen. What's the name of the film?
It's called Santa's Sleigh.
Santa's Sleigh. We will be doing the Schlockfest for Santa's Sleigh coming up next.
Yes, and it's an enjoyable holiday film.
So that's,
most people think, I would have gone other routes. There's been many of horror movies set around Christmas.
Right. There are, but we wanted a schlocky one.
We wanted a schlocky one.
Yeah.
And nobody really sees this movie, except me.
Never heard that fucking movie in my life, and so I'm sure it'll be terrible. James Caan's in it, so I have hope.
You have hope, James Caan. I mean,
but
from The Godfather, James Caan.
And then, so I want everybody to know too, that will be our season ender. We won't be back until February. Yeah, for after that. So we'll stay tuned for this. This is our Thanksgiving episode. Then we'll have our Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take a little holiday break. And then we'll be back in February for
maybe a Valentine's Day episode.
Well, Ray McGuff. I was thinking Ray McGuff birthday episode.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, because it's my birthday. It's February 6th.
So maybe I'll let you pick the movie to torture me with.
Yeah, there we go with my little reverse action.
We'll do some reverse action.
So, but again, thank you so much for listening and supporting what we do. We always have fun. Any closing words?
Hey, comment, like, don't like. I mean, come on. We read you a review.
Give us some shit to talk about.
Yeah, we read a great review about Thankskilling. And just like that guy, he doesn't deserve a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Hey, if we don't deserve a 10 out of 10, let us know.
Right. So, in closing, I've been Ray McGuff.
And I've been John Paul Mantia.
Thanks for watching and listening to Schlockfest. Stay tuned and enjoy.
You were my friend. You got killed by a turkey. Who's not my friend? Oh, Billy, you were my best friend. We were meant to be best friends forever.